Canada bows to Trump? That's the question being whispered across the nation and shouted from the rooftops in others. Mark Carney, Canada's newly minted Prime Minister, just introduced a sweeping immigration bill, and critics are calling it the most pro-Trump style legislation this country has ever seen. What's in the bill? Why is it sparking outrage? And is Canada truly shifting towards a Trump-like immigration model? Today on Maple Flash, we break it all down, and trust us, you're going to want to watch this until the end. Because what's unfolding right now in Ottawa? It's not just policy. It's political warfare, and the fallout could be catastrophic. It was supposed to be a routine parliamentary session. A standard Thursday agenda. But then Carney stepped up to the podium and dropped a legislative bombshell. The National Security and Border Integrity Act. It sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, and for some Canadians, that's exactly what it is. The bill proposes a full review of refugee intake policies, the creation of a safe third country designation council, and new fast-track deportation mechanisms. But here's the twist: several elements in the bill are eerily similar to executive orders once pushed by Donald Trump. Refugee limits. Country-specific travel reviews. Increased scrutiny on family sponsorship. Within minutes, Twitter was ablaze. Immigration advocates were livid. And Carney? He just stood there, calm, composed, almost rehearsed. The backlash was instant. Former Liberal MPs took to the media to say, Trudeau would never have done this. The NDP called it a betrayal of Canadian values. Jagmeet Singh didn't mince words. This bill reeks of fear-based politics. We will not support it. And in an explosive interview on CBC's Power and Politics, a senior Bloc Québécois strategist accused Carney of importing American populism into Canadian legislation. So why would Carney, an economist known for moderation and reason, suddenly propose something so divisive? Here's where things get really strange. In the lead-up to the bill, Carney had several undisclosed phone calls with U.S. officials. Sources close to the PMO claim one of those calls involved an informal chat with Donald Trump's team. Now, nobody's saying Trump wrote this bill. But the fingerprints? They're all over it. The Safe Country Clause mirrors Trump's 2017 Executive Order 13780. The proposed border task force looks suspiciously like DHS models used during the Trump administration. Is Carney trying to curry favor with American conservatives ahead of U.S. elections? Or is this a calculated shift to neutralize rising populist pressure from Pierre Poilievre's conservatives? Within 24 hours of the bill's announcement, protests erupted in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. People held signs that read, "This isn't us. Canada, not Trumpada. Carney betrayed immigrants." The response wasn't just emotional, it was political. Several Liberal backbenchers are reportedly furious. One even told a journalist anonymously, "This is the hill Carney chose to die on. Good luck keeping the party together." And here's where the suspense deepens. A new poll released just hours ago shows Liberal support plummeting by 6 points overnight. Pierre Poilievre. He's already capitalizing. In a fiery speech in Alberta, he declared, "Mark Carney is trying to be Donald Trump. But he's failing at being Canadian." Ouch. So is this a mistake? Or is Carney playing chess while everyone else plays checkers? Some insiders believe this is a bold, calculated move. By proposing something controversial, Carney might be trying to fracture the right, forcing conservatives to either embrace his bill or appear soft on border control. It's risky. It's divisive. But in the world of minority government politics, it might be genius. Still, the gamble comes at a cost. Civil liberties groups are threatening lawsuits. The Senate is already murmuring about delaying the bill. And Liberal caucus unity, hanging by a thread. Here's the cliffhanger: the bill goes to its second reading in less than a week. And guess what? The opposition could use this vote to trigger a full-blown confidence crisis. If enough MPs oppose it, including rebel Liberals, Carney's government could fall. And if that happens, we may be looking at a snap election in the dead of summer, with immigration, American influence, and Canadian identity as the defining issues. What we're witnessing isn't just another bill. It's a stress test of Canada's democracy, of who we are and who we want to be. A nation built on diversity, now questioning the very rules of how that diversity is managed. Mark Carney's immigration bill has ignited a firestorm. And whether it passes or not, the message is clear: Canada is changing. Fast. The only question is, will Canadians accept the shift or revolt against it? This story is still unfolding. And you can bet Maple Flash will be right here with every explosive twist. So what do you think? Has Canada truly bowed to Trump-style politics? Or is this just a necessary reset? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because in Canadian politics, the next shock is always one headline away.